All right, Colorado, we are back. Man, it's time for us to continue our Year 2 season simulation with your Colorado Avalanche. And here we are at the trade deadline for year number 2 with a pretty respectable record. I mean, 30 wins, 24 losses, and 7 overtime losses. And the reason I like that is because, we're a young team. We're trying to grow, trying to become a Stanley Cup contender, which is still ways away. But, the fact that we're playing meaningful hockey games right now, that means everything to this young squad. And I want to give you guys an update for the team standings for this year, because if we play our cards right, we may be able to go on a playoff run in this year. With this young squad, it's not impossible. So if you take a look at the Central Division, I actually failed to point this out in the last video. Look at the last place Dallas Stars. Look at the record, 27, 22, and 11. So this Central Division is stacked right now. Every team in this is getting wins. We currently sit in 5th with 67 points, right? So we got 13 points to get up to third place, which is the top 3 for divisional playoff spots. That's going to be rough. But the wild card spot, look at this, right? So the Winnipeg Jets, they're ahead of us with 72. Now we jump over to the Pacific Division, which is the other division in the Western Conference. And look at these teams, 81 points, 71 points, 71 points. Those are divisional playoff spots. The Anaheim Ducks have a wild card spot with 69. So currently in the Western Conference, the two wild card playoff spots go to the Winnipeg Jets with 72 and the Anaheim Ducks with 69. Guess who's right behind those two teams, boys? The Colorado Avalanche with 67. So we are one spot out of a playoff spot, I guess I should say. I'd love to snag that spot up, let these guys play meaningful hockey in April, maybe in May, and allow the growth to continue. So at the trade deadline, I thought, why not make some moves? Bring up the lines for a second. If we're looking to improve on this squad while not sacrificing the future, no one in the top 9 can go. Patrick, McKinnon, Drouin, got to keep those guys together. They're playing great. Sebastian Aho, or Aho, however you pronounce his freaking name. Nick Bonino and Mikko Rantanen, they're staying up there as well. We need that center for those two wingers. JT Compher, Tyson Jost, and Miguel Grigorenko, they're having fantastic years. So I don't want to touch anyone in the top 9, but we can improve the fourth line just to stack it up a little and see if that would help out for that final stretch of the playoffs. Andrew Desjardins, Michael Latta, and Tyler Kennedy. Now that's why Lance Boma popped up when we were taking a look at potential players in the last video. I'll show you something about that trade as well. Defensively, Derek Pouliot, Tyson Barrie, Chris Bigras, and Nikita Zadorov. I can't trade these guys. I can't trade for a top 4, top 2. I got to give these guys the ice time, and there wouldn't be a top 2 defenseman that I could acquire right now anyways, right? Delzaster and Eric Jelena, I can maybe improve, but there wasn't too many defensemen. Johnny Oduya was available, but he had 2 years left and is veteran. I don't really need that. And goaltenders. Eddie Ladylak is our backup right now, is dropping the ball big time. His record is, 5-10? Yeah, 5-10 this year. If you switch that around, 10-5, we are in a playoff spot. We are that kind of team where every win matters. So we need to pick up a backup goalie and somebody for the fourth line. And that's why the Calgary Flames popped out on our radar, just because Brian Elliott was on the trading block. Now, he is listed as a starting goaltender. He's got some trade value, which kind of has me worried. But Lance Boma as the fourth liner, that makes sense to me. So let me just show you guys the Calgary Flames here for a second. Goalies matching the block. Let's bring up Brian Elliott, 85 overall. 32 years of age, 1 year left, 1.890, not bad. And skaters matching the block. I'll bring up Chason as well. So, there's 3 players here that could certainly help us out. Can I take a look at them from this screen? No, I can't. Hang on a second here, boys. So, Lance Boma. Bring up his individual stats. You can see 84 overall. He's listed as a third line checking forward. Usually when they're listed as third line checking forwards, you can put them on the fourth line, penalty kill time. They're fine with the ice time, right? But his defensive awareness, shot blocking, stick checking, it's all an increase or an improvement from Tyler Kennedy, Desjardins, or Latta on the fourth line. So I would like to acquire him. What about Alex Chason? I didn't think he's depth forward. Nah, you know what? That would just add value to the trade. I don't need him. He's not a stud or anything. So Lance Boma makes sense, boys, and Brian Elliott. The only problem with this is the trade value is a little bit high, and they don't want any of our rookies coming back. They want Tyson Barrie, Pouliot, Zadorov, Bigras, Bonino, Voloshenko. They want this guy, but I'd rather hold on to him. I mean, we are a growing team. I don't want to be trading away prospects and picks that I want to hold on to for rentals and veterans. That's not the kind of rebuild I was thinking about. Now, this guy Bedwin, they do want him, and he's an AHL top 6, and I don't think I'm giving him too much ice time in the AHL, so he could go. But I mean, that's not enough. I mean, look at that. You got nothing else after that. And draft picks, what do they? Yeah, they want the first, they want the second, they want the 2/3. Okay. So the good thing about this is I will not be trading away our first-round picks this year, so we're not going to be sacrificing the future. I hope the Dallas Stars don't make the playoffs. That way we have a shot at the lottery, right? But the second-round pick, because we have 2 firsts, we could trade away the second-round pick. Now, if I do that and that other defenseman, you might come close to it, but that Brian Elliott trade value, let me just show you guys this again. It's a little bit high up. And in the last video, there was another goaltender that popped up to me. So you see that trade value? I mean, it's not bad, but it seems like a lot right now for it to, I mean, he's 85 overall. I just need a backup. I don't need a starting goaltender. So there's another goalie in this game that was on the trading block from the Winnipeg Jets. He is not 85 overall. He's 84 overall. Trade value is slightly lower. I don't know if it's too much lower or not. But Pavlik, Andre Pavlik, how do you pronounce his first name? Andre Pavlik, whatever. He's listed as a backup goaltender. So 84 overall, less trade value, same type of years. I can get him for cheaper, and no, they don't want the second, though. Do they want any draft picks? Hang on a sec. I think they wanted thirds. Do they not? I already did some pre-scouting. That's right. Yes, they did want a third. Okay, perfect. So I'll throw in the Columbus Blue Jacket third-round pick. I'll hold on to mine. That way I can hold on to my second as well. So you can trade value is almost taken care of just with the third. That's much better. For getting this backup goaltender, I might as well trade away a goaltender going back the other way. Eddie Lack is our backup. The only thing is 78 overall at almost $3 million. I don't think they would take that salary cap on. Do I have another one I can AHL start? There you go, AHL starter. Yeah, because, yeah, he's not starting. He's got a little bit of trade value and, yeah, no salary. Boom. Throw that guy in there. That might get it done just like that. So Pavlik for a third and a prospect goaltender. Will it go through? No, it did not. Okay. I got a bunch of prospects that I didn't sign. Do I have any AHL bound prospects or bottom 6 or seventh defenseman? Those guys that you know you'll never use. Low top 9, low top. Oh, there it is. Low top 7 defenseman. Parika. So I'll throw him in this trade as well. So you got a third-round pick, a prospect goaltender, and a prospect defenseman for Pavlik, a backup goaltender for this year. Will it go through? Yes, it did. All right, boys. So there's an example of picking up a goaltender just for this year while not sacrificing too much for the future. What did I give up? An AHL-bound goaltender, a 7th defenseman, and a third-round pick in a year where I still have my 2 firsts, okay? So it's that accelerated rebuild that I'm talking about, boys. Go to roster moves. All right, what do I have to do here? Did it already get what's-his-face on the team? Pavlik is there. So the backup now is Pavlik and Picard. Hopefully Pavlik can give us a few more extra wins and help us get into those playoffs. So I will edit my lines. Yeah, I'll edit my lines. Best lines. You know what? Let me just edit my lines quickly. Do I have to actually put the goalie in there? Yes, I do. There's one more trade I want to make, and I don't want to stop this for power of video editing, so I'll just vamp until I get this goddamn goaltender in there, and there he is. Okay, so Pavlik is going to start the next game, but the thing about that Calgary Flames deal, I still did like Lance Boma. So we're going to go back to Calgary. We're going to acquire Lance Boma. We didn't go with the goaltender. I picked up Pavlik from the Winnipeg Jets, but Lance Boma from the Calgary Flames, and I think I can get that defenseman. Where was he? That AHL, yeah, Bedwin. That AHL top 6 high defenseman. Now, was he something special that I'm forgetting about? Playmaker. Drafted in 2015 in the 3rd round. I mean, hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me. High AHL top 6 can become low 80s, maybe even mid 80s if they get the right kind of growth. But no, I don't think that's going to become much. So prospect for a veteran, straight up. Will it go through? Yes, it will. All right, boys. So those are the trades I'm making at the trade deadline this year. That's it. We're going to hold on to our 2 first-round picks. Hopefully, you know, I want to make the playoffs. But if we don't, we still have our first round pick, the chance at the lottery. The same thing with the Dallas Stars. If both of us make the playoffs, then hell, at least I'm in the playoffs. If one of us don't make the playoffs, then we got a chance at the lottery. Okay, so I have a hunch something good is going to happen this year. I really do. I think this is going to be a good year for the Colorado Avalanche. So let me go back and yeah, you know what? With Boma in there, I might have to edit the penalty kill. Give me a second here, boys. Okay, so let's have a look at the new Colorado Avalanche. It hasn't changed too much, but still some veterans being added into this squad. So Lance Boma, the 27-year-old grinder, he's been put on the fourth line and the penalty kill. And we have, we took off Latta because Desjardins' faceoffs is up at 79. So we got him at the center. And we also, special teams, hang on a second, penalty kill, Lance Boma alongside of Nick Bonino. So we'll see if that helps out the defensive side of our game. And also in the net, we got Pavlik backing up Picard. We will see if he can contribute to a few more wins, which will enable us to make the playoffs in year number 2 so that these youngins can play some real meaningful hockey. Even though the games that we're playing right now are meaningful games, I would still love us to make those playoffs. So boys, it's going to be a crazy run to the end of the season. If it comes down to just a few points, I might do some real-time simulation for the last 3 games of the season. We got Dallas. Oh, the Dallas game will be good. Dallas, Pacific, Central. Yeah, okay. So the last 4 games of the season, we will do some real-time simulation if I'm within, a playoff hunt. Okay, so here it is, boys. Pavlik is up the next game. We'll go 3 games at a time. You know what? 1 game at a time. Let's just take a look at the 3 games first. The Washington Capitals, they're at the top. Okay. New York Rangers, okay. The St. Louis Blues, okay. So teams that we're not exactly fighting with. It'd be nice to get points, but we're not fighting with these teams. So let's see what happens. The new look Colorado Avalanche. And yes, the San Antonio Rampage are killing it down there. I haven't been exactly paying attention to them. They're 35-12-4. Hell yeah, boys. All right, so Boma is happy, and we win our first game with the new lineup 5-2 over a tough Capital squad. Then we get a point against the Rangers. That's good. Remember, they're Eastern Conference. St. Louis, and we beat St. Louis. Ooh, baby. 2-0-1, the new Colorado Avalanche. All right, this is what we need. Now, remember, go back all the way to freaking December and January. No, it was October, November, and January. We were playing like a President's Trophy team. So I know we have that in us. We have the offense. It's just if we can keep the puck out of the net, if the offense can show up here for the next 15 games, I mean, we have the real chance of making the playoffs. I mean, 2-0-1, that's a great way to start. All right, so Arizona. Okay, that's a big game. That's a big game right there. They are ahead of us, but we could catch them. Wildcard team potentially. They might be at the top of the Pacific Division, though. Florida, okay, and the huge game against the Nashville Predators. Central Division, probably fighting for a wild card spot. Okay, huge game against Nashville. Let's go. Arizona, meh. Florida, nothing. Nashville, huge. We beat Arizona. Okay, we can lose against... Yeah, a loss was coming. 3-0-1 since the trade deadline. Huge game against Nashville. Huge game. It's a regulation loss. 3-1-1. Okay. I would have, to be honest, I would have liked to have lost to Arizona and beat Nashville, but what are you going to do, right? So Ottawa, then you got Tampa Bay, Eastern Conference games right here. We're not going to, we got to worry about them, obviously, but we're not giving up points to another team we're competing with. We just need points. There you go. There's a win. All right. Get 1 overtime loss. 3 points in 3 games. I'll take that. Come on. Oh, get a point. Can't have 2 losses in a row here. Can't have 2 regulation. There you go. All right. The Colorado Avalanche are playing solid since the trade deadline. What is that? 3, 4, 5, 1, 2... Yeah, 5-2-2, I think. 5-2-2. So 5-4, but we got the 2 overtime losses in there. All right, so we're looking good. We got to go down to this game against Dallas, right? So Dallas, what's their... they're looking like they're going to be a playoff-bound team. They got a lot of overtime losses. Yeah, we're going to be competing with them. They might just miss the playoffs. We will have like 1% chance at the lottery, but I'll take it. The Anaheim Ducks, that's a tough team as well. And the Minnesota Wild, they look to be ahead of us. Yeah, I got some games in hand, though, against them. So, boys, tough 3 games here. Oh, we don't want to lose these. Come on, the Dallas Stars, competing with them in the Central Division. You know they want to take us. Edit scouting assignment? Yeah. What do you want to do? I already did you. QMJHL, forwards for 6 weeks. Come on, beat the Dallas Stars. Oh, we lost in the shootout. Okay, we got a point. Not horrible. And we beat the Anaheim Ducks, but they got a point out of that as well. Let's see. Do we lose? And we beat the Minnesota Wild. Okay, you know what? This is shaping up a lot better than I was hoping. I mean, the way we've been playing since the trade deadline, this is great. Can't blame the players here. So we got one more stretch. Montreal, yeah, the nice one last Eastern Conference stretch. Yeah, 5 games. All right, let's do those 5 games. Last trip to the Eastern Conference here, boys. Come on, Colorado. You got 4 games. Come away with at least 4 points, okay? I mean, I'll settle. I'll settle in this case. Come on, you got to get at least 4 points. Montreal Canadiens, let's see. We lose in regulation, not good. Toronto Maple Leafs, let's see. We got 1 point there. Come on, make it 3 points. 3 points, then just go 1 more point. I'll take the 4 points in 4 games. I'll take it. I'll take the 4 points. We got 3 points. Okay. Oh, there's another game. Never mind. There you go. We got the shootout win. All right. I mean, I don't know. Has anything popped up the top saying that we've made the playoffs? I mean, shootout loss. Those 2 in a row right there. All right. It's coming down to this, boys. The last 4 games. It really is coming down to this. Okay, hang on. Let me go back to the calendar here. Yeah, the Dallas Stars, they've fought tooth and nail to get back in this. God damn it, Gabriel Landeskog. Why do you have to help out the Dallas Stars? Oh, they're going to hurt us. Okay, so Dallas, Arizona, San Jose, and Winnipeg. Ooh, Dallas and Winnipeg, Arizona, and San Jose. So let's go back to this Stat Central here, and let's take a look at the Western Conference, our division, and the Pacific Division. So the Central Division right now, the Winnipeg Jets, they've made the playoffs. Yeah, so the Winnipeg Jets took off Chicago Blackhawks, Minnesota Wild, St. Louis Blues. So the divisional spots have been taken up. The Colorado Avalanche was 78 points, but look who's right behind us. Now they got 4 games left, which means they can get 8 points. So we are not out of the woods just yet. Also, regulation plus overtime wins, we have 3-game leads. So if they got it seems like they got to beat us, okay? Nashville Predators, we killed them. They're gonzo. Now let's take a look at the other conference. It looks like the Winnipeg Jets have already taken one wild card spot at 94 points. 89, we're second. Please let there be another one. Edmonton, 89. Okay, so the Anaheim Ducks at 84. So it's 84, 89, and 85. So, boys, we have a 4-point lead over Dallas, a 5-point lead over Anaheim, the 2 teams that are trying to catch us. If they can catch us, I mean, this is only 1 playoff spot remaining here. I mean, there's another divisional spot over there in the other division, but the last wild card spot, and we have 1 more game against the Dallas Stars. This is huge. If we can beat Dallas right here in regulation, I think that might do it. Considering they have to beat us. They can't tie us. So, boys, here it is. We're going to do a real-time simulation. These are real games right here. Who is going to step up for the Colorado Avalanche? I want to see which kids simulate well in big games. And Gabriel freaking Landeskog, if he scores a goal, my God. He should have been with the New York Islanders, and I should have had their first-round pick. All right, anyways. First period, come on, in Dallas, let's go. Oh, baby, yes! Nolan Patrick, Nathan MacKinnon. So the future of the Colorado Avalanche. They come through in a big way. And Tyson Barrie, my decision not to trade him. Jason Spezza, okay, is it Picard? Picard's in the net. Okay, we got Jean-Luc in the net. We got the 2-goal lead. Just keep that a 2-goal lead. Second period, Jonathan Drouin. Man, that first line is lights out. Nolan Patrick, you may have to become a lifelong left winger. You guys are tearing it up. 4-1 lead. Come on, Jean-Luc, you got this. Third period. Yeah. Oh, my God. All right, they got too late. Tyson Jost and the young Colorado Avalanche step up in a big way. Jost, Drouin, Patrick, and MacKinnon, and then the veteran Tyson Barrie also chips in. But we beat the Dallas Stars. Not only that, we beat them in regulation. That's massive, boys. That is absolutely massive. So I think they only have, they can only get 6 more points, which means they can't catch us because that's 91 points. I think we made the playoffs. Did we not? Did we not make the playoffs there? Hang on, I'm going to go back to team standings. Because even if they tie us, it's a regulation plus overtime wins. We got them beat there. Let's see. They got 3 points. Yeah, they can only tie us there unless the other team in this division, the Anaheim Ducks, they got 3 games left. They can get to 92 points. Is that it? Yeah, they can get to 92 points. So all we need is 1 more point. You know what? I forgot to take a look at the Anaheim Ducks if they tie us. If they had more regulation plus overtime wins. You know what? It doesn't matter, boys. 1 more win, and we got it. All right? 2 more points, and we are in for sure. So we're going to do a quick sim. I don't think I'll need it. The Arizona Coyotes, nah, we got this. We got this. Come on now, Colorado. We got this. Yeah, baby, there it is. Let's see it at the top. Woo! The Colorado Avalanche. Multiple morale changes for making the playoffs. Yeah, boys, the accelerated rebuild is real. This is a streaky-ass best team, but we're catching a streak at the right time. The Colorado Avalanche are in the playoffs in year number 2. All right, so our young guys are going to be getting that meaningful hockey, and our AHL squad is killing it. So you're talking about a franchise here that is performing in the NHL and the AHL. The future is looking bright. Last game of the season, Nolan Patrick versus his Winnipeg Jets. We lose in a shootout, whatever. We lost against the San Jose Sharks, lost against the Winnipeg Jets. I don't care. Doesn't matter. Our chemistry is up at 83%, and the Colorado Avalanche, let's see this. It's official, boys. It's official. Boom! We are in the playoffs. But the bad news is we're up against the St. Louis Blues. Oh, God, that's not going to be good. 53, 26, and 3. All right, so let's do a year 2 season wrap-up here. Stat Central, team stats, player stats, all that good stuff. We'll take a look at the leaders, everything. Okay, so we're going up against the top team in our division, the St. Louis Blues. So let's just quickly go to... Well, I might as well go through all the divisions, right? Yeah. So Pacific Division, San Jose, Arizona, Edmonton. Okay, so Anaheim missed out on it. Oh, we killed them off. LA, Calgary, Vancouver. It's a changing of the guard. Central Division, the St. Louis Blues. Remember, this is year 2, by the way. Winnipeg Jets, Minnesota Wild, Chicago, and Colorado sneaks in there. What a crazy... Oh, and also, boom! I forgot about that. The Dallas Stars did not make the playoffs. So... the chance may be small. What is it, like 1% or something? The chance may be small, but we have the opportunity to select 1, 2, or 3 with that Dallas Stars pick. It should be interesting to see where the Islanders ended up, because we should have had that pick. The Atlantic Division, the Montreal Canadiens, Tampa Bay Lightning, Detroit Red Wings, and the Florida Panthers. And in the Metropolitan Division, Pittsburgh, Washington, Columbus, Philadelphia. Oh, look at the New York. Look at the Islanders, boys. 27 and 44. Oh, if only I had their first round pick. We could have selected, man. That would have been sick. But then again, if I traded away Gabriel Landeskog to the Islanders, perhaps they would have had a better season. So that makes sense. So in the entire league, let's take a look. The Colorado Avalanche. How about that for an accelerated rebuild? After a year after we tank big time, the next year we are the 11th best team in the NHL. Not too shabby. Dallas Stars, okay. So the Dallas Stars were the best team to not make the playoffs. So whatever that percentage, maybe it's like 0.2% or something. I don't even know what the percentage is. But we have the worst odds at the lottery this year. That'd be so fucking hilarious if we win it. Oh, it's not going to happen, though. Okay, so goals for per game. Now, this is for you guys to chime in for any line changes for the playoffs, okay? St. Louis Blues were the lead. Oh, my God. Were they the best team in the NHL? I should look at that, by the way. Entire league. Let's see. Second best team in the NHL. The Pittsburgh Penguins are the best. Okay, so we're going up against the Western Conference's best team here. Where are we? All the way down here. Okay, so goals for per game, just a shade under 3, 2.96. Remember, that was at 3.63 at the beginning of the year when we were just tearing it up. That's fine for me. You know what? I mean, we're up there. We're scoring enough goals. Goals against per game. This is the interesting one. Look at this. Nowhere near the top. So it's our goals for that's keeping us in this. We've got to figure out a way to play defense, or Jean-Luc Picard is going to get screwed in the playoffs. Power play percentage, 19.4, but remember, we're scoring goals. If I could improve on that, fine. If you guys have a suggestion, let me know. Penalty kill, let's see here. Penalty kill percentage, 81.7%. You know what? That actually went up there. I don't know if that's because of Lance Boma or what. But I remember that being, I guess it's not that high, but it was lower. It was in the 70s, I believe, at one point. Unless I'm crazy. And the last 10, we are 5-3-2. So we're coming into the playoffs 5-5. But only losing 3 times in regulation over the last 10 games. So not too shabby. So player stats. Let's take a look at this. Let's see how the young kids played for the Colorado Avalanche. Forward core. So Jonathan Drouin. This is why I traded for him last year, boys. I was hoping that he'd become a bona fide 30-goal scorer. What did he have last year? 20 goals. This year he had 29 goals. I mean, if he continues to grow, what was the shooting percentage? Hang on, was it above 12? 12.8. Okay, so he's there. He's there. He's going to continue to grow. He's a bona fide 30-goal man. And you know what? It's actually kind of nice. All of these guys are spreading the offense out. I think if you put a guy who didn't score goals alongside of Jonathan Drouin, his goal totals would go up. But you got 3 guys who all can chip in offensively by scoring goals, McKinnon, Patrick, and Drouin, and all set each other up. So they all have almost 30 goals. Patrick's at almost 25, but 50 assists, 47 assists, 47 assists, 79 points, 75 points, 70 points. These guys are a fantastic combination on that first line. JT Compher, 55 points. Okay, so these guys came back down to earth. Mikko Rantanen, 50 points, 23 goals. Not bad. Miguel Grigorenko, 46. Okay. Tyson Jost, holy crap. 29 goals for Tyson Jost. So he's as a 79 overall sniper. Like, what the hell? 46 points. Nick Bonino, 43. Sebastian Aho, 39. All right, Lance Boma, minus 15. I wonder what he did for us. Defenseman, Derek Pouliot, 61. Yeah, there was another trade right there, boys. 61. Only 85 overall as well. So the two trades, Jonathan Drouin, Derek Pouliot, and then the magical selection of Nolan Patrick has really fast-forwarded the rebuild for the Colorado Avalanche. Tyson Barrie. I was thinking that Tyson Barrie would get more points than that, but 29. All right. If anything, he's enabling our forwards to get points. And let's see, you know what I should have done as well? What was Pavlik's record before? Did he only play 2 games this year? He didn't even play for the Winnipeg Jets? What pricks? They didn't even play him. So he only played 2 games since the trade deadline. And he went 0-1-1. Well, trading for the backup boys didn't exactly do too much for us. I guess he got a point. But you know what? I take that back. He didn't go 5-10, okay? Picard, man, he must have had a great end to the year. Yeah, .915, 36, 20, and 7. Beautiful. All right, so that is the Colorado Avalanche squad. Let us take a look at around the NHL for the year 2 goal scorers and point totals. Oh my God, Alexander Ovechkin with 105 points, 71 freaking goals. Let me take a look at goals right now. Ovi had one of those years, boys. 71 goals. Tarasenko 53, Stamkos 45, Malkin, Marchand, Kane, Nyquist, Line, Horvat, Crosby, McDavid. Assists, let's see this. Backstrom and Ovechkin just tore it up this year. And point totals, Line, Crosby. Line he's already 89 overall. He's tearing it up. McDavid down here, 83 points. He's 95. McDavid, freaking Line is getting more. It's just the sniper and playmakers. What are you going to do? Some guys shoot more. Defensively, Erik Karlsson, point per game with 87 points. Klingberg, Erik Karlsson, Ekman Larson, Chris Letang, Burns. Where's Shea Weber? His point totals came down. Wasn't he way up there? He was like a point per game last year. Now he's only 44 points. What the heck happened? Goaltenders. Let me see this now. Who was the best goalie in the NHL? Who's getting the Vezina? The best way to do this is just sort by save percentage. Whoever had the best save percentage while starting the most, I'm willing to bet it's like Holtby or something. 26 games played. Bobrovsky, Sergei Bobrovsky for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Matt Murray right behind him with the Pittsburgh Penguins. Matt Murray actually may take it just because he's right behind. His goals against is similar, but he's got more wins. So he actually may end up taking it. I think if I sort by goals, then I can search the rookie skaters, correct? Is that how it works? Is that how it works, EA? Is that how it works? Oh, fuck. If it got frozen there, I would have been pissed. So there it is, boys. The rookie goal scoring lead goes to Nolan Patrick. So if we won the Calder this year, that's great. Dylan Strome for the Arizona Coyotes. That's why they had their comeback season. My God, he's 89 overall. Svechnikov for the Detroit Red Wings, yeah. JT Compher, okay. Nico Hischier down there. All right, but Nolan Patrick was the good choice. I wonder what Timothy Liljegren looks like. We can look at that later. So, boys, what do we do for round 1 against the St. Louis Blues? That's where we're going to leave it. Playoff tree. If you guys know any line changes or any suggestions for if things go bad, if we lose the first game, if we lose the second game, what do we do? The year 2 playoff tree looks like this. You got Washington versus Columbus, Pittsburgh versus Florida, Tampa versus Detroit, Montreal versus Philly in the East. And in the West, you got San Jose versus the Chicago Blackhawks, Arizona versus Edmonton, Winnipeg versus Minnesota, and the St. Louis Blues versus your Colorado Avalanche. So, boys, I will see you in the next one when the Avalanche take on the St. Louis Blues in round 1 of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Be sure to check out our website, 2bcsports.com, where the hockey talk continues. Find myself and others in the live interactive chat, or dive into the active forums to talk about sports and gaming. You can also find us on Twitch, where the live streams come to life.